So we've been looking at forbidding actions, and we said that a forbidding action is when you tell someone not to do something, right? And in order to tell someone not to do something, they have to be there in front of you.
Yeah.
Right?
You do not do this.
Right, don't do something, right? And that's why we saw when we looked at forbidding actions that there were only 5 pronouns, right? The second person or the you pronouns, right? So while you can't tell someone not to do something unless they're in front of you, right? You can say what they should or shouldn't do.
Okay.
Right, so if I say don't eat, it means I'm talking to someone right in front of me, telling them not to eat, right? But if I say he shouldn't eat, right?
You're telling him, or you're making a comment about what he should not do.
Yeah, I'm making a comment about what he should or shouldn't do, even though he's not there in front of me.
Right.
Right? So even though I can't tell him don't eat, right, I can say he shouldn't eat. Right? Another example, right, I can say don't take candy from strangers. Right? In that case, I'm telling someone in front of me that they shouldn't be taking candy from strangers.
Sound advice.
Right? But if I'm talking about my kids, say, in their absence, and I say my kids should not take candy from strangers, right? If they're not there in front of me, I can't tell them directly, but I can say that they shouldn't be doing something.
Okay.
Right? So it's kind of similar to a forbidding, but not quite.
It's similar in the sense that you're saying what someone shouldn't do, but you can't tell them straight.
Exactly. You can't tell them straight, right? You can't tell them straight. So this is what we're going to be studying this lesson, right? How to say someone should or shouldn't do something.
Okay.
Right? And it actually looks quite similar to a forbidding, right? So it consists of a la followed by a bald action, right? So here, look at these. We have la yaqrabu, la yaskhar. We have la followed by bald, right?
Bald because the noon isn't there, and bald because it has a sukoon.
Right, the sukoon isn't there. But what is the key difference between this and the forbidding that we've seen before? What can you tell me about the embedded doer of yaqrabu?
Ya plus una is they.
They, right? And how's that different than forbidding that we've seen so far?
Forbidding was always you, either you feminine, you all feminine, both of you.
Exactly. And then what about yaskhar, embedded doer of yaskhar?
He, ya plus u is he or it.
He. So what is the one key difference?
Is that it's not going to be a second person. You're going to be talking about someone who is absent. Yeah,
so basically we're expanding our pronouns. From the 5 you pronouns, we expand.
Okay, right. So basically you can have la followed by bald, and the bald can actually be any pronoun.
Yes.
But if it's second person, or if it's a you pronoun, that means you're going to translate as forbidding, like you, like do not do.
Yeah.
But if it's any of the other pronouns, then it's should not.
Yeah, and you see the translations here, should not, right? Because we can't say they don't do this. We say they should not, right? So فَلَا يَقْرَبُوا, we have a la followed by a bald action, embedded doer is they, and then al-masjid al-harama is our receiver, and that is a descriptive. So we have they should not come near the sacred masjid.
Okay.
Is that clear? So they should not.
We're getting the should not from the fact that it's la plus bald.
Yes, so we see la plus bald, right? And normally, or what we saw before was that was a forbidding. Right? But since the embedded doer is they, we can't say they don't do this, so we say they should not do this. So they should not come near the sacred masjid. Okay. And in our second example, we have la yaskhar qawmun min qawm. So we have la followed by a bald action. And then we have the un that tells us that this is a doer, because doer label, and then we have a TLDR, right? So here we have qawm should not do.
Oh, okay.
So a group of people should not mock another group of people.
So that's something else that's different than what we saw with
the first one?
With normal forbidding.
Yes.
Is that you can have, kind of like in the English sentence, my kids should not take candy from strangers. My kids would be technically an outside doer in Arabic.
Because they're not a pronoun, right? So if we see something like he shouldn't, they shouldn't, we shouldn't, right?
That'll be conjugated.
Yeah, that'll be an embedded pronoun. If you see something like my kids shouldn't, or, a nation shouldn't, then you'll end up with a outside doer.
I see.
So we clear la plus bald can also be should not. And that depends on the pronoun, right?
Okay.
Or the doer, in this case, if it's an outside doer.
All right.
Okay. So here we have our rules for forbidding someone who's not there. We have la followed by a bald action, and it can be any embedded pronoun, meaning it doesn't have to be enta, entum, all those, right? The second person.
Have to be the you pronouns.
Yeah, and if it's not one of the you pronouns, the way you're going to translate it is should not.
Okay.
Or do not let. That's another way that you might see these translated.
Oh, okay.
So don't let a group of people mock another group of people, or don't let them come near the sacred masjid.
Okay. But when you say don't let, that sounds kind of like you're forbidding somebody that is there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I kind of prefer the should not translation.
It's fine. Okay, you ready for some practice?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. La ya'budu.
So this is bald because the wow tells us that there used to be a noon there.
Okay.
So this is forbidding.
Right, good. Bald tells us forbidding. And then?
Ya plus una is they.
They.
So when we have la and they, we say they should not.
Yeah, they should not. So this is the should not template because it's not one of the second person pronouns, meaning it's not one of the you pronouns.
Okay, so they should not worship.
Good, they should not worship. Good. La ya'mura.
Alright, so the alif at the end tells us there used to be a noon there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's bald.
Yep.
And so it's forbidding.
Mm-hmm.
Ya plus ani is both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd say both of them should not, amara is to command, should not command.
Good. They too should not command. And again, here we see that it's not one of the second person pronouns, meaning it's not one of the you pronouns. Okay. La yansuruna.
So ya and una, so this is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Because the una is there.
Yep.
And so this is just negation.
Just a good old negation.
And we translate negation as just does not.
Mm-hmm.
So they do not nasara aid.
Yeah, they do not aid or help. Okay. Number 4. La yuqtal.
So this is bald because of the sukun.
Mm-hmm.
So it is forbidding.
Good.
And then the ya plus u is he.
He.
And so he should not kill.
He should not kill. There's one more thing I want you to look at about this action. So when we look at actions, we figure out the tense, the embedded doer, and the voice, right?
Oh, it's u'a.
It's u'a, and
so it's passive.
Passive. So it's not he should not kill. It's he should
not be killed.
Yeah, not be killed.
Okay.
Like saying don't die.
But you're saying about someone who's not there.
Exactly. Okay. La ya'kuluna.
So una at the end tells us that it's normal, so it's negation.
Yep.
Ya plus una is they.
Mm-hmm.
So they do not eat.
Yeah, it's a normal negation. They do not eat.
But if it was la ya'kulu, it'd be they should not eat.
Should not eat.
Okay.
Right. So basically what we've done in this lesson is we've kind of expanded our definition of forbidding.
Okay.
Right? Just to include outside doers or non-second person doers, meaning the non-you doers. And when that happens, we translate it as should not.
Got it.